A brave fisherman confronts a scary spirit in this week's special spooky folktale. I'm Watagumo, and I love making content about Japanese folktales, media, and culture. So, if you enjoy this video, please give it a like, and subscribe to my channel to see more. With that, let's begin this week's folktale, The Woman at the Lake. One day, 3 men went to a lake nearby their village to go fishing. They fished all day and continued past sundown. They had a great time at this lake because they caught so many fish. By the time they finished, their baskets were overflowing. But, as they turned to go back home, they heard a voice coming from the lake saying, "Return the fish." The men tried to ignore it, but became frightened when they heard movement in the water behind them. The voice spoke again, telling them to leave at once. So they took off running back towards the village and left the fish. The next day, they told the story to the village's best fisherman. He was a cocky man and proudly told his wife that he wouldn't be scared like the others, and that he would successfully bring back fish from the lake. She begged him not to go, telling him that it would be dangerous. But he didn't listen and was off to the lake. He sat impatiently, waiting for nightfall. Just like the other men the night before, by the time the sun had set, the fisherman's basket was overflowing with fish. As he started to leave the lake, he heard a voice telling him to leave the fish. Determined, the man didn't listen to the voice and kept walking. Then, he saw a woman covering her face. She begged him to return the fish, but he once again refused. That's when she removed her hand and showed the fisherman that she had no face. The man was terrified, and took off running as fast as he could back to the village. When he got back home, he saw his wife, who had stayed up waiting for him. She offered him some sake to celebrate his successful trip. The man then began to brag about how courageous he was when he was fishing, and how he wasn't even scared by this strange woman. Suddenly, the wife became intrigued, and asked what the woman looked like. The man began to answer, but was cut off when the lights went out. In the darkness, he heard a voice. "Did she happen to look like this?" The lights returned, and there in front of him was no longer his wife. It was the faceless woman. His screams echoed throughout the village that night, but no one knows exactly what happened. The next morning, he woke up nearby the lake, his fish gone. He slowly walked back towards the village, a man, now broken by whatever horrors he experienced at the hand of the faceless woman.